Everyone able to listen me, right? Let us start sharing my screen. Could you please let me know you are able to see my screen or not? Please respond me in chat if you are able to see my screen. Guys, do please respond me in chat if you are able to see my screen. Is this visible? Is the screen visible? It's responding. Yes, thank you, Devika, for responding me. Good. Let us start today's session. And today's agenda is about the why only a Java? Why not the other programming language? Okay. Next, what's the differences between this Java and other programming language? Okay. Next, the history of Java means who developed this, how many people, where, when. These are all will be included in this. And next, what are the features of this Java? And the programming format of Java. Definitely, if you are having any programming language, means you should follow some format. So what is the Java programming format? And then the Java statements, and then Java data types. Okay. Now first we'll start with the why Java. Okay. Java popularity is the cross-platform compatibility and built-in security. Okay. Java popularity is the cross-platform compatibility. I told you, right? It is a Aura supported. Means what? Java executable files can be shared with the different operating systems or different platform also, and we can execute those also. That's the reason it is populated. Okay, cross-platform compatibility, and it is having very good security features. Because of this also, it is highly populated. Okay, and this Java program can run on any machine with a JRE installed. If you are having JRE installed on any machine like Mac OS or Linux or Windows, anything, then we can able to run Java program on those machines. Okay. And those programs can operate on various computers. Okay. And this Java is mainly used by many banks, manufacturer companies, insurance organizations, utilities, and retailers. These many sectors are using this Java as their backend programming language. That is the reason why the major industries ruled by Java. That is the reason why Java has highly demanded. Though in the recession time also, we are having a very good opportunities for this Java programmer. Okay, because these many sectors are using this. So if one sector is not good in any recession, means at least other should be there, must and should. And these are all or day-to-day needed things only. So definitely it need to use their portal or software. So then there is a need for this Java programmer. Okay. Now, the differences between this Java and the other programming language. What are the other programming languages? Those are C and C++. C is having these many features. C++ is having these many features. C++ will also include the features of C. That is the reason C is inside, outside is C++. Okay. And this Java is having the features of C and C++ along with this external features also. Okay. So this is the one simple, easy representation of the C++ and Java. Now we'll go in depth the differences between these three programming languages. Okay. First, What are the metrics? Means on which basis we are going to differentiate these programming languages means these are the metrics. Okay. And the first is the C, next C++, next Java. First, the programming paradigm. Excuse me. Programming paradigm means what? On what basis? The means which programming paradigm does this Java is C is following? Procedural language. Okay, means procedures will be included in this. C++ includes object-oriented programming language. Okay, and Java is purely object-oriented programming language. This is the paradigm. What does these languages are following? And the origin of these languages means how they have been developed this programming language. C has been developed based on assembly language. C++ based on the C language. And the Java is based on C and C++. Okay. And who developed these languages? Dennis Ritchie in 1972 by C and Jarne Stroustrup in 1979 and Java James Gosling in 1991. These are the developers who developed these programming languages. Okay. And what is the translator these languages are using? C is using compiler only. C++ also using compiler, but Java is using both compiler and interpreter. Okay. And platform dependency. Definitely C and C++ are platform dependent, but Java is platform independent. Okay. And the code execution means how does the code will execute in these languages means the C and C++ will execute directly. Okay, means there is no any virtual machine will be installed in this directly because of with the help of this software, they will directly execute that code. But Java will execute the code by Java virtual machine. Okay, and which approach it is following? Definitely any programming language should follow some approach. So C is following the top-down approach. C++ and Java is following the bottom-up approach. Okay. And after executing the file, definitely it should generate some file. Okay. Which types of file these languages are generating means C and C++ will generate .exe file and Java will generate .class file. Okay. And what are the preprocessor or directories for these languages means like all the predefined classes and functions or anything will be included in this preprocessor directories. So which types of directories does these languages are supporting means C and C++ supported the header files, but Java supports the packages. Okay, and we have to use the import keyword for that. And how many keywords are defined in these languages? C having the 32 keywords and C++ supports the 63 keywords and Java supports the 50 defined keywords. Okay. And data types. Data types means what? Like the union and structure. Those two are supported in C and C++. But Java doesn't support the data types like union and structure. Okay. And inheritance. Inheritance is not supported by the C language because there is no oops concept in C, right? So it doesn't support the inheritance. But C++ and Java supports the inheritance, except multiple inheritance in Java. Multiple inheritance doesn't support in Java. It will overcome by the enterprises. Okay. And next, overloading. Overloading is the concept which comes under again in the oops only. So C doesn't support the oops concept. So overloading also doesn't support in C. But C++ supports the function overloading, that is polymorphism. But operator overloading is doesn't support in Java. Okay. And next, pointers. Pointers are supported in C and C++. Java doesn't support the pointers concept. Okay. And allocation. Allocation means what? Memory allocation. Memory allocation will be done by malloc and calloc function in C, new and delete keyword in C++. But Java doesn't care about this allocation because means what? It taken care by itself, means garbage collector. No need of any programmer involved in this. Okay. And exception handling. Exception handling is not supported in C language. C++ and Java supports the exception handling. Okay. And templates are also not supported by the C and Java, but C++ supports the templates concept. Okay. Destructors also. It is not supported by C and Java because there is no such concept called constructors in C. And in Java, constructors are there, but destructors not supported. But constructors and destructors both are supported by the C++. Okay. And multi-threading and interfaces will be supported by the Java only. C and C++ doesn't support the multi-threading or interfaces. Okay. I told you, right? To overcome the problem of multiple inheritance, we have introduced this interfaces concept. Okay. And database connectivity. Database connectivity will happen only through the Java programming language, not by the C and C++. Okay. And the storage classes. Storage classes are auto and extern, will be supported by the C and the same in C++, but Java doesn't support this storage classes. Okay, these are the main metrics where we can differentiate these three programming languages. Okay. Now we'll go in depth about the history of Java. Okay. Actually, the history of Java is very interesting. Okay. Because it's originally developed for interactive television. Mainly, this Java has been developed with an intention of smart television. Like we'll having the smart setup boxes, right? Nowadays, for that purpose, they have been introduced in those days. But at that time, it was too advanced technology for the digital cable television, right? So the history of the Java starts with the green team. Green team means what? The Java team members who developed this Java, right? For them, they used to call as green team. Okay. And nowadays, this Java is currently used in internet programming and mobile devices, games, e-business solutions, etc. In these many sectors, they are using this Java. Though earlier it has been developed for this one, digital cable one. Now they have been introduced using in these many areas. Okay. And who was the team involved in this means James Gosling, Mike Sheridan, and Patrick Norton. These three guys initiated this Java language project. Initially, these three guys has developed or got a thought to develop this programming language, and they took as a project in June 1991. The small team of Sun engineers. These people are working with the Sun microsystem at the time. So they used to call as a Sun engineers, and the team name for them was Green Team. Okay. Initially, it was developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems. Now the Sun Microsystem is the subsidiary of Oracle Corporation and released this Java in the 1995. They started developed at 1991, but it released in 1995. Okay. Subsidiary of Oracle means it is one part of the Oracle company. Okay. In 1995, Time magazine called Java is one of the 10 best products of 1995. At that time only, they used to call it as the one of the 10 best products in 1995. Okay. And the first JDK 1.0 was released on Jan 23rd. 1996. In 1995, they used to use the basic version. Then the first version was released in 1996, Jan 23rd. And after the first release of Java, there have been many additional features added to this language. Okay, so many additional features have been added to this. Now you got a very good interesting about this Java, right? History, how they have been developed, on what intention they have been developed, who are the team members developed, everything. Okay. Now, what are the features of this Java? Java is an object-oriented programming language. That is the first feature. Okay. Because of this, it became more highlighted. Okay. And it is very simple programming language, highly secured also because of its future. Okay. And platform independent. We can able to run on any platform the executable file. Okay. Just the JRE should be installed in that platform. And it is very robust programming language because of the garbage collection concept. And it is portable, means we can able to transfer the dot class files from one PC to another PC. And architecture neutral means the architect of this Java is neutral. Only the means it will follow only the same standards from which it has been developed. It won't change. Okay. And dynamic means we are able to add the new features to that. We can upgrade that. And interpreted because it is executing the code line by line. Okay, that is the reason why we call it as an interpreted. High performance because it is having a very good advanced features. So that is the reason why it is highly performed. And multi-threading also. Multi-threading means sharing a single resource with the multiple threads doesn't require more storage and takes the maximum utilization of the CPU. And distributed, we can able to distribute the files among with multiple platforms. Okay, this is about the futures. Now the programming format of this Java. Okay, what the programming format it is following means the first session will be the documentation section. Okay. The second, after the documentation section, it will be the package statement. We have to declare the packages at this stage. Okay. After declaring any package, we have to import the packages. Okay. Like if you want to use any classes of other package, or if you want to use the methods of any other class, then we have to import those packages here. After that, if you want to declare any interfaces in the program, then you have to declare any interface after the import statement only. Okay. And then the class definition means next the actual class will start. Means now we have to start our class creation and then the main method and the structure of the program. Let us take a small example for that so that you'll have some idea what is the structure it is going to follow. Online Java editor. Let us start sharing this screen also. Are you able to see my screen now? The online editor which I am sharing you. Are you able to see this? The online editor. Are you able to see my screen? The online editor which I am sharing you now. The tutorial point 1. Yes, thank you. See here, this is a simple or basic Java program, okay? I'll give here only the complete example. This is the line what they have written in the comment. See slash star and the online Java compiler and editor. Means this is the first programming format here. Documentation section. Any documents you have to write in this comments only. Okay. And these can be of three types. Okay. The basic information about the program. Okay. Like the basic information about the program will be included in this documentation section. And that too, what type of information we can able to give here, the author name or the date of creation or the version of this Java or any program name, company name, description, anything we can give. See here, now with this simple one line, what we understood here, like, yeah, online Java compiler and it means this is some online Java compiler, this is, and we can able to edit the code in this. So it is it improves us the readability of the program. So if you want to improve the readability of the program, then it is the very good option to use this documentation section. For example, let us have one more example now. I am working in some X and Y company. Now today is my last working day. Okay. And I have worked on one project and I have write the code and everything. Okay. And I left, and today is my last working day. I went to other organization. Someone came in replacement of me. Okay. And he needs to start working in my place. He took KT and he need to start working. Okay. He is working, he came from other organization. He don't know what I have worked, the next step he need to do everything. So if I wrote a note here, means if I wrote here a comment in my code like this code has been developed to implement this some features, to implement some X, Y, Z future at 23rd October for sprint 25 in reference bug. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I commented the lines like this, then whoever came in replacement of me, if it started to work on this code again, then while seeing the code, he will able to know that, okay, okay, for to implement this feature, they have created this class, okay, and this one. And in sprint, okay, reference bug ID. If I took this reference ID and I checked in the bug ID, we are having the bugs, right? We will have some Jira tool in that. So in that, if we search with this bug ID, then we can able to know the future and what is the request the client has been raised and what he is expecting. Then now he get all the clear idea about that. So what this helped him a lot. Whatever the common code, common language you can write in this documentation section. Okay, no need to write like any such only perfect matter should be written in this. Okay, we can write a normal language also here, but the representation here should be slash star. If you want to give means, then it should be a one line or a group of line also. If I remove this here, see all become here that, because we need to end that with this. Then these are all will be the documentation section. If I want to give this only as one line comment, then if you want to give one line comment, then I have to put double slash. If I want to give the complete so many lines of code as a comment, then I have to give slash star and then ends with star slash. If I want to give one line comment, then I have to give like this. Okay. See, first Java pro single line comment is only one line, multi-line commitment slash star and lines of comments and then close that star. And if I want to share any documentation, okay, any documentation I want to provide, then what I had to use the comment slash double star and then close it with this. I had to give here the documentation link. For example, www.text note dot, sorry, not text, not www, some location, C:/ new folders slash, like this, something. I want to give any documentation link here. I can, then we should place in this slash double star and the documentation here and then close it with the star and slash. Okay. This is the way how the documentation section will work and we have to use that in this way. Okay. Now, the next statement will be the package declaration. Package declaration is nothing but we have to just, and this is an optional statement. Okay, package declaration is an optional statement. It is just placed after the documentation section. And we have to declare with the package name in which the class is placed, because the package should be declared with the package name and the class should be placed in that. Okay. There can be only one package statement in Java program. Okay. And it must be defined before any class and interface declaration. And also it is necessary because a Java class can be placed in different packages and directories based on the modules they are used. Now just instead of, and we have to use the keyword called package. See here, if I declared here package logic labs, then this hello world class will belongs to this logic labs package. Okay, if you declare any package before this, then the classes what we are writing after this will be belongs to only this package only. If you try to use or fetch this hello world class, then we have to import this logic labs package. Okay, this is about, it is like how we can say an address we can think. If you try to, if we search, if for suppose, if anyone want to find me, then they need to know my address, right? So if they know my address, then I can able to find them. So this is the address for this hello world class, we can say, okay? And next will be the import statement. This import statement will, the package contains many predefined classes and interfaces, right? So if you want to use those classes and interfaces in my class, then I have to use this import statement. Okay. And we have to use the import keyword to import the classes. And it is just written before the class declaration and after the package statement. Okay. And here also two ways. We can directly import a what in the class we need, that one, or else we can direct import the whole package also. Okay. Like here. I'll show you in this only. For example, import. I have created one courses. There is one more courses package. Let us think an example. A courses package is there. Then I have to import courses package. In that, I want to import Java. This is one specific Java class in this courses package I am importing. Okay. Or else I can do one more thing. Directly, I can import the whole package. If I use this courses.star, then all the classes of this courses package will be included in this. Like if they are having the Java, Python, AWS, and everything, those are all will be included in this. If you want to use any one specific class, then we have to give that specific class name. Or else we can give this star add. Okay. And definitely the class name should be the capital name. We cannot give here the small. Okay. This is about the import statement. Okay. Now the interface statement. Interface statement means what? If normally first interface means what? I'll discuss that. In first of all, in order to know about the interface, we have to know about this multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means what? Normally inheritance means acquiring the base class property by the child class. Okay, acquiring the base class property by the child class. For example, we are having, let us take here one new file and start sharing this. Where is that? Okay. Now, see here, this is A class. Okay. Now, this is B class. Multiple inheritance means what? Means this is C class. This A class is inherited. C class is inheriting this A class and it is also inheriting this B class. Okay. And for example, it is having one method called show. And this is also having the same method. Then if C class is inheriting from these both classes, if it tries to implement or if you want to override this show method, then which class method it will override? It will be like a question mark, like then it will be facing some ambiguity. Ambiguity means it will be like a hectic for him that which class method should be override or it should be used. So this is the problem what Java is facing with this multiple inheritance. Okay. To overcome this, they introduced a new concept called interfaces. Okay. New concept they have been introduced called interfaces. Interfaces is nothing but interfaces means what? Now we know what is this multiple inheritance, right? Interfaces means will having the, it is same like a class, but interface will having only the abstract methods. Okay. Interface will having the abstract methods. Wait a minute. Interface will having only the abstract methods. Means what? Let us take here. Wait a minute. Now, if we define any interface, I think it is, the site should be somewhat. Now you are able to see. Interface means what here? If you define any interface called logic labs, then it should have, the I should be small here, okay? It should have only the abstract methods. Abstract show. Abstract void show. Abstract like int sum of int a comma int b. So interface means it should have only the abstract methods, means it won't be having the implementation. The implementation will be done by the classes, whoever is implementing this interface. Means like how means class for Java extends. Sorry. We should not use extends keyword here because it is the interface. Implements logic labs. Okay. Now this core Java class is implementing this logic labs interface. Now this core Java should implement this abstract methods. Okay. Now she can write here. We should be small. Now they can write system.out.println. Welcome to Logic Labs. Okay. See, this is the implementation. Implementation means open parenthesis and close parenthesis inside what all the sentences you have written, those will be called as implementation of these methods. Now, there is no implementation in this one, but implementation will be done by the implemented class. Whoever is implementing that interfaces will write the implementation. Now, the problem has been solved here. For example, there is if the C class is trying to if C class is implementing these interfaces, then there is no ambiguity because there is no implementation for this. Whoever is implementing, they can write its own implementation, right? They have no any predefined implementation. So there should not be any ambiguity. Whoever is implementing those interfaces, they can implement on their own. If they want welcome to Logic Labs or welcome to Core Java session, anything if they want, they can able to write that. Okay, this is about these interfaces. So these types of, see, we have written here one interface, right? See, these interfaces will be defined at this session, at this statements. Before the class creation, we are going to implement the interface. Okay. At this statement, we are going to define the interface. This is about the interface section. Okay. Now the next, it will be the class definition and main method. This will be take bit time. So we'll take this in tomorrow's session. Okay.